Donald Trump is going to be the next president of the USA, and that means that Christian nationalism will rise and rise and rise. Christian nationalism, right-wing fundamentalist Christianity, has nothing to do with the teachings of Jesus. If you read the Gospels, you know that Jesus was not a nationalist, was not an oppressor, did not despise or hate women or homosexuals. There is a certain amount in the teachings of St. Paul that we're going to have to look at later, but it's now time to step up and say, these are the teachings of Jesus. They're not easy, but they are essential for peace. And the one we're going to look at today is love your enemies. Love your enemies. Fortunately, Jesus did not say like your enemies, because that would be impossible. But let's look at why he said love your enemies. Is this some namby-pamby weak way of not getting into fights? No. When you hate your enemy, when you fight your enemy, you drop your consciousness to the level of your enemy. And this is exactly what we have seen happen with the USA. Now, the USA has policed the world cheerfully since the end of World War II. Whether we've liked it or not, the USA has turned up and said, you need to do that, you need to do that, that's better, let's go for democracy. Okay, some of that was really good, a little bit like the British Empire. There was an old saying that said there's only one thing worse than not being colonized by the British Empire, and that's not being colonized by the British Empire. But I digress. America interfered with the world's policies from the end of World War II, but the change came with 9/11, when America was attacked by radical Islamists, and America turned on Islam. On the radicals, absolutely, and went for them. Now, what are the benchmarks of radical Islam? The end of education for all, the oppression of women, the oppression of homosexuality, the oppression of transgender folk, and the minorities. It's about power. There are strong reasons to believe that members of the Taliban are pedophilic, that many members of the Taliban take young boys for their sexual pleasure. So we know that there's hypocrisy in here. There's huge hypocrisy in America too. But what has America become? It's become a country that has got religious nationalism to oppress women, gay folk, cut back on education and social help, and block the rights of transgender folk. This is what happens if you hate your enemy. If you fight your enemy, you drop down to the level of your enemy. And that's why Jesus said you must love your enemy. That doesn't mean to say you don't challenge your enemy. That doesn't mean to say you don't call them your enemy. You say, I stand for love. I will not condone what you do, but I will not hate you for it. You do not also go with the love the sinner, hate the sin. No, that's also deeply unhelpful. What you say is, I stand for the good. I stand for the right. I see you. I will love you. I will try to do my best to help you, because you are obviously lost in fear and loathing, and you are deeply unhappy. That may sound patronizing, but it's better than saying, I will hate you and I will drop to your level and I will fight you tooth and nail, because then you go back to the Hebrew Testament, an eye for an eye. In its time, that wasn't such a bad thing, because it was saying no more. I will not take more from you than you have taken from me. So that's not the end of the world, an eye for an eye, but it's not what Jesus taught. It's not Christianity, and it's not where we have to go from here. I've been saying all week we have to lament if we weren't fans of the Republican Party under Donald Trump. Lamentation is important. We have to grieve, we may have to shout, we may have to rave, but in the end, we come back to love, or we're not Christian.